All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
이게 뭐 다른 길로 가는 방법이 있을 텐데. 뭐야? 새로.
Oh, new content.
new content.
New content.
야, 근데 야, new content인데 그 여기를 막아버리면 어떡하냐? 그래. 일을 하는 의미를 달라고. 의미를 주란 말이야. 나한테 지금 의미를 줘야 내가 인조해 할 수 있는 거 아니야. 나레이터 양반, 나도 좀 인조해 좀 해봅시다. 당신만 즐기고 있지 말고.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable
뭐야, 이거?
Ultra Deluxe.
에?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
그래.
on home computers.
이거 스탠리 패러블 그 나온 연도죠.
Critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in
그래.
2022
울트라
with the Stanley
디럭스.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
와, 키라키라해요.
The Stanley
어쩌라고?
Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the
더
Stanley
많은 것.
Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await.
그럼 여태까지 나온 거는 약간 그냥 우려먹기고 지금 이게 진짜 시작이라는 건가? 아니야, 우려먹기어도 약간씩 좀 다른 게 있긴 있었어. 나 그 청소도 구함에 1시간 동안 짱 막힐 생각이었는데, 아니 몇 분 동안 짱 막힐 생각이었는데 그건 안 됐네. 이래서도 짱 막혀 있으면 겁나 뭐라거든.
Nothing special yet,
그래.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
그래, 매혹적인 어드벤처.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
밀실인데요? 어드벤처이긴 하네 그것도.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last.
밀실 어드벤처.
이
무슨?
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
그래, 나레이터 양반, 당신이 아무리 떠들어도 난 당신 말은 안 들을 거야 일단.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay.
그래,
Let's see the
컨텐츠를
content.
보자고.
Give me the content, Stanley.
나가해? 그 말 안 할 거예요, 아저씨? 뭔가 기다리면 또 뭐라 할 것 같은데 이 아저씨 또 아닌가? 안 하나? 오케이, 뭐야? 점프가 가능한 건가?
Alright, let's see. It's the jump circle.
와, 그럴 때까지 한번 계속 해봅시다. 그래, 뭐 점프 한번 즐겨봤어. 그래. 우리 울트라 디럭스한 점프.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
이봐, 당신 게임이야.
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait.
그래.
There's more.
아주 좋아.
Yes.
뭔가
I
더,
knew
뭐야,
there had to be
이쪽이구나.
something else.
그래,
Let's see
다른
it.
거.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
점프 말고 이번에 다른 거 뭔데? 새로운 콘텐츠를 플레이해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Oh, you've got to be
Wow.
kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no
버러진
respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason
마치
other
울트라
than to make
디럭스
an easy
막
dollar. And
그런
don't
류
get me
게임들
started
갖고만
on the
진짜.
level of craftsmanship that's gone into it.
디럭스만
In
붙으면
fact,
다
I'm
게임인
looking
줄 알아.
right now at the
아니,
game's
추가 콘텐츠인 줄
achievements, and
알아.
it's hard to believe one of them actually says, test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
좋은 시간 맞아요? 당신 많이 화냈잖아.
Friend.
뭐야? 뭐야? 왜 달라졌어? 야 아저씨 그 초기화 잘못하셨어요. 초기화 잘못됐어 아저씨.
Psst. Stanley.
왜요?
Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
뭔데요? 일단 궁금하니까 한번 가보자. 커피에 미치다. 그래, 알겠어. 커피에 미친 건 알겠는데. 벤트 타서 뭐 하는데? 어몽어스로 되는 거야? 임포스터로 되는 거야? 벤트 쇼 하면 되는 거냐고.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new ultra deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
씨발 이건 또
Just
뭐야?
our little secret. Take a look. I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all
아니,
my
당신
favorite
추억인지
memories so
뭔지
I can
모르겠지만
relive the peak experiences of my
난
life
이런 추억 없어.
whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
미치.
You see,
야 이거
Stanley,
박물관
doesn't the
야
memory zone
이
remind
전에도
you of
이런
how
거 있었던 걸로
wonderful
기억하는데.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release. Remember back in October of 2013 when the game
아니 야 감성 파괴하지 마.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
야 갑자기 왜 감성 파괴하고 있어? 어쩌라고 그래서 순간 무시하고 지나갈까 싶긴 했는데 되지도 않는 감성 파괴하고 있어 잠깐만. 그리고 1달러 저거 뭐야? 진짜 데모 시작 진짜. 잠깐만. 아 잘못 본 거구나. 나 순간 버튼 있는 줄 알았는데. 저것도 엔딩 중에 하나일걸요? 아마 창문 밖으로 뛰어내리는 엔딩이었나? 아니 뭐 하여튼간 뭐 저것도 엔딩일 거야
is
아마.
where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally
뭘 말하고
every
싶은 거야,
game
이 아저씨.
ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
못 들어갑니까? 안 들어가지네. 뭐야 이거? 뭐 게임 프로그램 그런 건가? 그 만드는 그런 거? 그래, 오리지널. 뭘 보여주고 싶은 건데 아저씨 그래서 나한테 대체 무슨 뭘 팔라는 거야?
The Stanley Parable is
그만
both
약팔아
a
임마.
richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
그래, 알았어요. 비비면 올라갈 수 있지 않을까? 안 비비지네. 그래요 아저씨.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
그래.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
뭐야 이
What's
컨테이너.
this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no.
왜?
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
평가 모음집이래,
I haven't looked
씨.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's
스팀
been
평가
collected
모음집.
down here.
씨발.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
반짝반짝 빛나는 게 아니라 아포칼립스 그건데? 뭐야?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
씨 이거 뭔가 박제한 것 같은데?
I'm not trying to be funny.
안 입고 와서 박제해버린 것 같은데?
I suppose I could write
뭐야,
up
이거?
a handful of gags to
추천도
refer
있긴
to
해.
the Stanley parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound
야 좋은 것도 읽어야지 왜 부정적인 것만 읽어 이봐.
where I'd have the room to stick them.
야 긍정적인 것도 좀 읽어줘야지. 여기 추천이 있구만.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers
Blah, blah.
familiar games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
아니야 당신 때때로 보면 설교적이야.
Oh goodness. This is actually
예스 어디 있어? 예스 버튼 나 누를 수 있게 좀 해줘봐.
The game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
당신이 좋은 거는 목소리뿐이야. 그 외엔 다 잔소리처럼 들린다고. 그래, 잘 이해하고 있구만.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
그래, 어쩔 수 없어. 스팀은 원래 시궁창이야. 아무리 좋은 게임을 만들어도 또이또이하다고.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes.
그래, 스킵 버튼 정도는 누를 수 있잖아.
Too preachy then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button.
오, 스킵 버튼 만드는 거야?
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
이거 다 듣고 있으면 뭔데?
Is a game for the people.
아유 아저씨 열심히 말하는 것만 내가 안 말해도 좋다야. 야 아저씨가 사운드 잘 채워줘.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun. It can't be just yet. No, until 240.
뭐야 이거 반복 재생 같은데?
But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore.
뭐야? 반복 재생 몇 있는 것 같은데?
You see, you were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations.
아이씨 이것도 들리네?
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
지금은 또 안 눌려.
To go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
뭔가 점점
Goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley,
점점 뭔가 이상해지는데? 일주일 동안 있었다고?
I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single
그래,
person.
얘기 한번 들어주자.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now,
그래서
Stanley.
뭘
I'm
깨달았는데.
realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed.
그래, 그게 나였다고?
Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that.
스토리도 상관이 없다고?
I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means
그렇구나. 당신이 그래. 하여튼간 말을 들려줄 사람이 필요하다고. 근데 슬슬 지루해질라 그래요, 아저씨. 누를게요. 아저씨 지루해요.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about...
뭐야? 아무 말도 없어. 뭘까? 조용히 이 버튼만 올라왔거든? 가자. 저 화재 경보기 아니야? 가자. 몰라, 슬슬.
They didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and...
화가 좀 많이 나셨나 본데? 가자. 나 이거 언제까지 눌러해?
Is never the end, 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 is...
아저씨 살아있어요? 왜 말이 없어? 불안하게. 와장창인데? 얼마나 스킵이 된 거야? 이 화면, 이 상 주차도 스킵이 돼버렸어. 그래, 한 번 더 스킵 가자. 볕 들어온다. 그래, 볕 뜨는 건 좋은데 뭐 구멍이라도 생기는 건가? 시간이 하도 많이 지나가지고. 뭐 슬슬 풀도 자라나고 막 고사리도 좀 피어나고 좋네야. 아주 그냥 아포칼립스 느낌 쫙쫙 드는 게. 곧 있으면 동물도 들어오겠다, 야. 뭐야, 없어졌어 또. 아주 곧 있으면 늑대 한 마리 나와가지고 으르렁 되겠어, 아주 그냥. 아? 뭐야? 뚫렸다. 이게 뭐고 이게? 아니 대체 뭘 알려주고 싶은 거야 나한테? 잠깐만, 여기에서도 스킵 버튼 눌리는 거 아니야? 여기 이 상태인데도? 스킵 버튼 불 들어왔는지 한번 확인해보자. 따로 안 들어오네? 난 이 상태에서도 들어올 줄 알았어, 순간적으로. 뭘까? 끝이야?